What's going on, guys? Daniel Rodriguez here. Welcome to my Rogue One, a Star Wars story quick review. Now, this is not my full movie review. This is just a quick review. I am going to have a non-spoiler movie review and a spoiler review coming later today or tomorrow morning. So make sure to look out for that. I'm going to give you a few pros in here, tell you what I liked about the film, going to tell you a few things I didn't like about the film. I'm not going to go too much into detail. I don't want to spoil it for you because I want you to experience it for yourself. Now, of course, it's a prequel to A New Hope, Episode 4, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, which is my favorite Star Wars film. A lot of people say Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and not many people say A New Hope, but for me, A New Hope is my favorite. That is Star Wars to me. That's my favorite film out of the whole franchise of Star Wars, is A New Hope. I could watch that over and over and over again, no hassle, no complaints. I love that film to death, man. It's my favorite, one of my favorite films out of cinema ever. So A New Hope, and this is a prequel to A New Hope. So it's in between Revenge of the Sith, and it's in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So it's right there in the middle, man. And let me tell you, this does not disappoint. Gareth Edwards directed this. He directed Godzilla a few years ago. I like parts of Godzilla. I kind of thought when I heard Gareth Edwards was gonna, direct it, I was like, okay, well, he didn't really do that great with Godzilla. All right, we'll see how he does, man. We'll see what this ends up becoming of. And honestly, I enjoyed this film way more than The Force Awakens. And that's not me saying The Force Awakens is bad. No, I really thought it was good. The Force Awakens is a very enjoyable film. Saw it 4 times in theaters. I've seen it 3 times on Blu-ray. I own it. I'll watch it again and again and again because it is a fun film, man. It really is. The Force Awakens is awesome. But this is better, and that's a good thing. You want the next film to be better. You don't want it to be like, it's alright, it's okay. No, Rogue One is a step forward in the Star Wars franchise. It's different than A New Hope. It's different than Empire Strikes Back. It's different than The Phantom Menace. It's different than The Force Awakens. It's very different in style. Now, it goes back to the old attire. One of my favorite things about this film is the rebel, the old rebellion, the actual look like that we know from A New Hope, but I mean the helmets and the X-Wing pilots, and I mean the look, the actual costumes and the suits that they wore. It brings so much nostalgia. And the stormtroopers, the death troopers, the Empire looks beautiful, and the cinematography in here, the visual effects, the practical effects, the CGI effects, all beautiful. Now, I heard one complaint. A lot of people are saying that the music was not good, that the music sounded bad and all that. I have to strongly disagree because the music was one of my favorite things about this film. And imagine an IMAX 3D with loud sound. Not only is it beautiful, and mind you, explosions and stuff getting destroyed is very beautiful in this film. The way it was done, it's delightful to look. It just hypnotized. You get hypnotized by the look and the visuals, and the characters are so interesting. Now, I have to say something about the characters though, but real quick to that, the music, I really enjoyed the music. I liked a lot. I didn't come across any of the music where I was like, oh, that's horrible. It carried the emotion. It carried a lot of emotion in a lot of scenes, as music is supposed to do when it's composed for a film. So I enjoyed the music. I don't know why people, are being like, this was horrible music and such. Like, yeah, it has, it's the regular Star Wars music and such scenes with Darth Vader and such, but what do you expect? I mean, I enjoyed the soundtrack. I don't know about me. I enjoyed the Force Awakens soundtrack. I enjoyed this soundtrack as well. I have no problem with it. The characters are very interesting, man. I like each and every individual character. I thought they had something of badass to them. Diego Luna as Cassian, Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso, the main protagonist. She was awesome, man. Like, she was badass, but this is where it kind of gets, I don't want to go too much into detail until I do spoiler reviews, but all I'll say is she's badass in the action scenes, but Jyn Erso as a character, meh, you know. I really wanted to like her character more. Same as Diego Luna, Cassian. Like, he's a badass and he's really fun to watch and he's awesome. But meh, what, you know, his character has some problems. So a lot of these characters are awesome and interesting and badass, but they do have like problems with progression in the story and this and that. And you know, I do feel like, because Force Awakens, I felt like it had a few plot holes, and this definitely has a few plot holes as well. Ben Mendelsohn, he was a really good villain, a really good villain, and his costume and the cape that he wore was badass. It really was. It's like, I wish I had a cape like that. I want to be in, you know, in the Empire and stuff. Ben Mendelsohn makes it look cool to be in the Empire, dude. The poses he does and the look, and I mean everything. But he was awesome in here, but he felt wasted at the same time. Like, but at least Mads Mikkelsen didn't feel wasted in here. Like, he was wasted in Doctor Strange, but in here, Mads Mikkelsen is, it's not a spoiler, he's Jyn Erso's father. He's the man who, you know, is the Death Star plans. That's in the trailer and everything. That's not a spoiler. He did make the Death Star. But he's used perfectly in here. Mads Mikkelsen is amazing in here. I will say that the first 15 minutes was kind of scattered in a way where it took time to get into the film. It really did. It did take a while to get into the film. So it took me about 15 minutes to like, oh, okay, now I'm invested in the film. Now you're getting me in there. Now you're hooking me into this world again. This is Star Wars world. What's the guy's name? I know Alan Tudyk, but K2SO, I believe that's the name, K2SO, which is like a robot, an android in here. He's awesome. He steals a lot of people's hearts in here of humor, man. He's very funny. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, man. He tells you the probability of death, man. He goes all out there. So look out for a KS2O. Or K2SO. Look out for him, man. The locations, the settings that we go to are all beautiful. The aliens, the species that we see are very different. Some CGI, some practical. Again, love the practical effects. The last hour of the film is the best part of the film. The last 5 minutes will make you have a nerdgasm. Now, the last hour of the film, let me tell you, the battle scene, the last battle scene, probably goes on for a good 35 minutes. Probably. 30 or 35 minutes of a battle. I mean, a full battle. And the location is stunning, and it's a war zone. This film is intense at times, man. So, anyway, yeah, I did have a few problems. Like I said, some characters have a few issues. Jyn Erso, I mean, again, she's badass in her action scenes and such, but as a character, like, revolving around like as a hero, she's alright. Felicity Jones is not the best actress, but she did do a better performance than she did a few months ago in Inferno with Tom Hanks, so she did have a better performance in there. I wasn't really emotionally connected to the characters, like, during certain parts of the film. I wasn't too, like, I felt like I should have been emotionally attached, but I wasn't, for some reason. And then, yeah, the 15 minutes, it was slow opening, a very slow opening. It took some time. There are a lot of slow moments in this film that you have to get through, but at the end of it, it's all worth it. The last 5 minutes is crazy nerdgasm everywhere. It's, as a sci-fi film, it's awesome. As a Star Wars film, it is one of my favorite Star Wars films. It's a great Star Wars film. It's better than Force Awakens. Doesn't mean Force Awakens is bad. I still like Force Awakens. But I will say, A New Hope is always and will always be my favorite Star Wars film. So it's A New Hope, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back, and then Force Awakens, and etc., the other ones. So yeah, this one is my second favorite Star Wars film of all time. And this actually has more action. I won't tell you much of a lightsaber in here. Don't expect much of any lightsaber. But I will say, expect battle. Expect a lot of battle, man. A lot of gunfire. And it's really explosions everywhere. And you're thinking, oh no, Explosion was a Michael Bay film now? No, trust me. It's done right. Gareth Edwards, much respect, much love to you. I doubted you a little bit when I heard, like, oh, the guy that did Godzilla. I wasn't a huge fan of the Godzilla film. Okay, I mean, it was okay. You did it, Gareth. You're awesome. You are awesome. You did really awesome job. Fantastic job, man. So the CGI, some characters were CGI. I won't tell you who. Perfect. Anyway, make sure to go see this film, man. It really is a fun film. It's very the action, the music. It is a Star Wars film at heart, because if you're a fan of A New Hope like me, or of the original trilogy, which is basically almost everyone should be, you're going to appreciate this film. You'll appreciate it. There's a lot of hard work in here, and when you walk out, I mean, you just want to clap at the end. Trust me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and it's been a blast, guys. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Gotta get that right. Anyway, thanks again. Make sure to leave a like. Don't be a Canuck. Leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your favorite part of Rogue One. Share with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you can get a notification when I upload my movie review and my spoiler movie review. Till next time, may the Force be with you. Always.